Brown. Yep, he posted the fine letter that he received from the Raiders after missing walkthroughs and training camp sessions. AB put the caption, "When your own team want to hate, but there's no stopping me now. Devil is a lie. Everyone got to pay this year, so we clear." Some of those sessions that he missed were a result of his frostbitten feet and also dealing with his helmet issue. John Gruden has stood by his star receiver and expects Brown to be full go on Monday against the Broncos. Shannon, how long will AB and Gruden last?
A year, maybe a year and a half. Because I think at some point in time, Coach Gruden gonna probably go on and send him home, Skip. What's so shocking to me, Skip, I'm shocked that AB is shocked that he got fined for not going to practice and not doing walkthroughs.
Yep.
Skip, I played 14 years.
Yep.
And not one time did I lay in my house at night before practice the next day. It's like, you know what? I'm good. I ain't going to practice.
I can't even imagine
Skip,
that.
we always
Never.
have, when I was in Denver with Mike, we'd always have walkthrough after the meetings at 11 a.m. Then we was going to have lunch at noon, and then we're going to practice about 1:30. Not one time, Skip, did I ever think, you know what? Let walk through 11. I'm setting my lock. I ain't going to walk through.
You're better than a walkthrough.
Skip. Antonio Brown was dealing with issues. That was his issues with a helmet. Did the Raiders excuse you? Say, AB, while you dealing with this, don't worry about practice. While he had this going on, Skip, you flew to, I think the game was in Winnipeg.
It was.
Everybody had a walkthrough. You fly to Winnipeg and you like, nah, I'm good. I ain't going to do the walkthrough. What?
He did come
Makes
out
zero
early and
sense.
catch passes from Derek Carr, but whatever.
But,
he did.
but what I'm thinking is that they had a walkthrough probably at the hotel or somewhere before that.
Correct.
They're not talking about coming out there warming up.
No.
They had something prior to that. And now in the CBA, basically what they do, Skip, in order for you to find someone, you got to document them and tell them why you're finding them.
You do.
Because, I don't know why they fired me. I ain't do what they said. Because Skip, you know how players get sometimes.
Yep.
We did something wrong. I ain't do nothing.
Yep.
It's like a guy that holds. And the first thing you do, Skip, when the guy holds, what do you do? Throw his hands up. No, you're not holding him now. But just 5 seconds ago, you were holding. That's why I threw the flag. Skip, Antonio Brown is who he is. 99% of the problems with Antonio Brown is caused by Antonio Brown. But that 1%, I place solely at the feet of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yep.
Because you know what, Skip? They let his talent dictate his punishment.
They did.
And as long as he was catching 100 passes, 12, 1,300 yards and double-digit touchdowns, hey, AB, do what you want to do. We going to let it slide.
Yep.
And the moment he went Facebook Live, Skip, and I came here the next day, I said, you know what? They need to cut that man. Because it's not going to get any better from
You
here.
did say that.
It's not going to get any better from here.
did.
And they gave him a new deal. That's
Gave him a new deal.
Yep.
And then guess what, Skip Bayless? They gave him an even bigger deal, and he showed out even more. And then here come the Raiders. P.T. Barnum said there's a sucker born every second. And here come the Raiders.
But to your point, remember, to conclude the Pittsburgh part of this, they finally said, you know what? More trouble than he's worth.
Thank you.
They
He's
did.
gone, right?
Yes.
And they kind of gave him away. They said, you pay him, right? Third and a fifth?
Yes.
Okay.
And that, Skip, I expect AB to be the exact same player he was in Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Both on and off the field.
So do I.
So nothing's going to change. But I just hope that the Raiders don't make the mistake that the Steelers made by letting his talent dictate the punishment when it's negative behavior.
Yep.
Because once Pittsburgh started letting this slide, he thought it was okay.
Yep.
Man, I'm going to go ahead and catch me 100 balls. They'll let this slide.
Yep.
$10,000 fine, Skip Bayless, for going Facebook Live. You know how sacred that is?
Yep.
They don't let the media in. Now maybe the local media that have the deal with the team, they get to come in right in. They hear the coach, bring everybody up and talk about the game, yada yada yada. But they don't let that information out. That's sacred.
It's really not right away.
And Skip, guess where? And just like in the Raiders, where was he at, Skip? In the back, where no one can see what he was doing, going Facebook Live. He's the same joker. In Pittsburgh, he brought that same act to the Raiders, and the Raiders are trying to squash it early. Now, we're going to let this behavior get out of hand. Steelers let it get too far out of hand.
They did. Good point. I think you're being way too optimistic about how long they're going to last, because you said maybe even a year and a half.
Yeah.
I feel like collision course, Titanic clash, maybe in their bye week, which comes up in their after 5 games, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's on Skip.
5. Yep. Comes after 5 games. And if, in fact, and it's possible they get off to an 0-5 start. I see titanic clash between these two.
Nice.
Because I was shocked to see that your Denver Broncos are a 1-point favorite at Oakland.
Wow.
I was trying to tell you, I guessed the spreads, and I thought Oakland will be a 3-point favorite.
I said the same thing.
And Denver's a
that's
1-point favorite. So Vegas, where, by the way, the Raiders are going to play a year from now.
Are they going to have to take them off the board?
I don't know. I don't know.
When they move out there.
Vegas is not buying the Raiders, and I think they look much
better.
more talented than they did a year ago just because of the kids that they drafted. They had a good draft, and I think they'll all contribute. But Vegas is not buying. So let's just say Denver wins at Oakland. Let's do the hypothetical. Then they got Kansas City coming. No. At Jenny's Vikings. I don't know. Then they go to Indy, and I think Indy is still a really good football team. And Jacoby Brissett's, he's a decent quarterback.
He started games. He won game in this league.
So do I think the Raiders could lose at it? Sure I do. And then the Bears visit. So all of a sudden, what if they fall to 0-5?
The Bears. You know who played for the Bears, right, Skip? 52.
Oh,
You said,
John Gruden won't love that.
But they better do a heck of a job of protecting him because he's going to come out there trying to hurt their quarterback.
Okay.
And then again, Skip, what are you talking about? On IG, his helmet.
Yep.
Skip,
There you go.
this was the exact, listen, Antonio Brown had this very same deal 3-4 months ago that he signed yesterday or a week ago. The gentleman said, I will come out there, I will fly myself and customize a helmet for you and give you an endorsement deal. Antonio Brown had this exact same deal, Jenny Taft, and he made a mockery of it. Oh, it's the helmet, I don't like the look.
So if you think John Gruden cursed a lot on Hard Knocks that you got to hear, wonder what he said, how many F-bombs he dropped off camera behind closed doors yesterday when he heard about this. And remember, Mike Mayock sent on behalf of the Raiders on official stationery what they obviously assumed would be a confidential letter. This is almost like the Facebook Live in the locker room.
It really is.
This is a confidential letter via the CBA because you're
right.
It's a part of the rules of the CBA. You have to notify the player of his fines, and you have to warn him you could be fined again
moving forward
if in fact you miss team functions.
Right? Yes.
So what does he do? He posted the letter on IG, and then he indicates that the team is hating on him for being late to or missing team functions. Really?
Skip, why are you surprised? The owners from the Steelers flew to meet this jackleg in Fort Lauderdale.
They did.
And says, Antonio, we're going to move you. Let's just keep this on the hush. He tweets out a picture of him and the owner together saying, the Steelers are now going to part ways.
Yep, he did. He sure did.
But let me tell you what he doesn't get. This is the ammunition that the owners use to not give players guaranteed contracts. See, while all he thinks about is AB, the owner says, see, when we give guys guaranteed money, this is how they behave. Because he didn't behave like this before he started getting this money. And so the owners use that. See, and dum-dums like himself don't get that. When you make it all about you, you're hurting the others. These guys are out there trying to get more guaranteed contracts, trying to get health benefits. But when guys like him make it about him, the owner's like, why would I give a guy $100 million fully guaranteed contract when they're gonna behave like this? But there are less guys like that. There are more guys like a Dak Prescott or a Carson Wentz or Jared Goff than like that. That guy, Skip, he's immensely talented. Hall of Fame potential. But I don't want to play one game with him. Not one. And I'll bet you John Gruden is right with you on that, but he's now stuck with him. Oh, he's stuck for a year. And what was Antonio's message yesterday? What was the hidden agenda message of that? How dare you find me when I'm all you got? Because he thinks he is the whole show. Who now has proven to have the biggest ego of any coach in the National Football League? I don't think it's even close. No. John Gruden? Now, you want to talk about an ego clash because it's close between who has the bigger ego, Gruden or Antonio. It's close. And because of that, they are going to clash if they start losing games. And it looks like they have a chance to start losing games. Still, why would I publicly post that I got fined for behavior that the team deemed unacceptable? I mean, did he think he was going to be able to elicit sympathy from his supporters? Maybe there are a few out there. Man, how they going to find AB for missing practice?
That's what I'm wondering.
How the team going to dock me pay for not coming up to work? Get what they do that. Who docks a worker for not showing up to work?
I feel like everyone, if you got to go to work, you got to go. Like, why are you no one cares. You didn't show up.
Walk through. Skip, you're there. Skip, it's not like they say, you know what, we need you to go down the road and we're going to meet in the parking lot at the Walmart parking lot to have walkthrough. Skip, you're there. Walkthrough. How am I not going to go to walkthroughs when I'm in the locker room and all I got to do is walk out the double doors and go to the practice field?
Or if they did it in the hotel ballroom, all you have to do is take the elevator.
You at the hotel. It's not like they're asking you to go down the street to a hotel.
He thinks he's bigger than that.
He does.
Better than that.
Skip, he really does.
Here's my question, though. You said you wouldn't want to play with him.
No, not a game.
So at some point, do his teammates break through him? Is there anyone that can break through? If his teammates turn?
It's too many. It's too many. These guys, yes, everybody. All these young guys. AB, you cool, bro. No,
they don't.
No. They got he. That's his problem. He got too many yes men. He got too many guys that are around him that tell him what he wants to hear and not what he needs to know. Because see, if you tell somebody like that what they need to know, guess what? The bus stops. You got to get off.
What clip did we use from was it the second Hard Knocks where John Gruden put his arm around him walking off the field and said, you know, you got too many people whispering in your ear.
Yeah.
You need to shut them out.
Got too many do-boys, too many yes men.
Right? And he said, you become like a global corporation, right?
Yeah.
But you need to listen to me.
I wonder if that
You right, AB.
conversation would be a bit different.
AB, they tripping. It ain't nothing but practice. What you need practice for, bruh? You best receiver in the game. What you need walkthrough for? It wasn't like you gonna play in the game that night. You know, Skip, they'll find a way to excuse it and say, and they be like, yeah, you right, dog. I wasn't gonna even play. So what I need to go to walkthrough?
This is beginning to look bad. And